Today I'm here with Brian Cannon from Think Real Estate. Hi Brian.
Hello Greg.
As many of our agents would be aware, there are major reforms coming to the Property Stock and Business Agents Act, and around those reforms there are a lot of educational changes, and we're wondering if you could let our listeners know what some of those might be.
There are educational changes. Fair Trading have told us that they're going to make these changes, and they're doing the legislation right now, so they'll be in within say 12 to 18 months. And there's some big ones. To have the entry level of real estate, which is the certificate of registration course, there are 4 units of competency at the moment, and for most people that means 4 subjects. There's going to be 6 or 7. Fair Trading looking at doing 7 units of competency or 7 subjects. So that's almost doubling the education requirements to enter the industry. Now once you do that and you get a certificate of registration and you get put that under a licensee, you will have 4 years to be able to get your certificate for licence, and with that you will be able to apply for your licence. But if you don't do the education requirements to have that certificate for in property service real estate, then you won't be able to work in real estate. Now that's a big change. We're saying that everyone working in real estate will need to get their licence, or will need to do the education requirements to get their licence in the first 4 years. And if they don't, they won't work in real estate.
After we've got our licence, what do we do from there?
Well, if you apply for your licence, then you can act as you do now as a licensed agent, but you can't open up an office. They are starting a new category called licensee in charge or licensed manager. We're not sure what they're calling it just yet. And you'll need 2 years experience and have the diploma course to be able to start your own office. So there's going to be 3 tiers of education requirements for real estate. Certificate of registration, they're making that a lot harder, so it's going to cost more and take a lot longer. You're going to be able to have your licence as you do now, but everyone's going to have to do it, or you can't work in real estate. And if you want to start your own business, you're going to have that licensee in charge category and have 2 years experience and have the diploma subjects.
Is there differences to the CPD requirements for the different categories?
The CPD requirements will be different. Whilst the certificate of registration person is studying their licence, they won't need to do CPD. The licensed person will need to do 6 hours of CPD, 3 hours compulsory, and the licensee in charge, the diploma level, that they're going to need to do 9 hours a year. So license 6 hours, licensee in charge 9 hours a year, 6 hours compulsory. Yes, that'll be a lot of change for them.
Let's say that the legislation comes into place, say 1 July next year. What happens with all the licence holders now? Do they automatically become licensed managers under the legislation, or do they have to apply?
They have to apply, and Fair Trading is saying they will grandfather the licensees in charge into the licence holding position.
Meaning they won't have to do the further courses?
They won't. That's what they're saying, but that's why they're going to be doing 9 hours.
They'll be doing extra CPD.
Extra CPD, and a lot of the CPD they'll be doing out of the diploma course. So over a period of time, they will have the diploma. And
what would your recommendation be for people who are currently certificate holders?
It's only going to get harder. We know that. The assessments are going to get harder. Each year they make a change, they don't make it easier, they make it harder. So you can hold all if you want to and do a harder course and a longer course, or you can think about doing it now.
Okay, so that'd be your recommendation?
That would be my recommendation. Give me a call.
Okay, thank you, Brian.